Hey everyone, we just wanted to show off a couple of new mini games that we're working on and daily quests that we're working on. So this quest is a sort of farming mini game, and the reason we're adding it is it allows us to test and to introduce the concept of NPCs that expire and have actions that occur to them over time. So in this case, the quest is fairly basic. A lot of people in town aren't getting all the food they need, and so we need to help out with the farms off to the side of the city here. So the way that this works is there's a number of different farms all around, and you're going to notice that there's saplings and trees that spawn. Now in this case, they're sort of basic art, but it's all placeholder. So as you can see here, there's a little seedling, and when I go ahead and use it, it waters it. That will reduce the time it takes for it to bloom into a full tree to about 60 seconds. Now, by default, if I had not watered it, these will still mature and then slowly die and respawn as seedlings elsewhere. By default, that would take about 10 minutes for them to bloom and another 5 minutes for them to expire. So if I didn't touch this tomato tree, eventually it would expire and respawn somewhere else as a seedling. It makes the world feel a lot more alive, and it opens up a lot of really cool concepts for future quests. I'm going to go ahead and harvest some of these trees here so we can start finishing up the quest. And as you can see, it takes a lot longer to harvest than it does to water. And that's for a reason that if there's a bunch of people here, if someone's already channeling on it, you want to be able to see that and move on to a different spawn, because if they harvest it before you, it's theirs, you're not going to get it. So as you can see here, they're spawning all throughout these gardens all over the city, and that'll make it pretty interesting, because you're going to see these things happening regardless of if you're doing the quest or not. And you're going to say, hey, what are these trees and saplings? I see them all over. I see people using them. What can I do? So you're going to open up your quest list, and you're going to notice there's a quest involving them. Now, also, if I did not have the quest and I used them, it'll actually send you a little reminder. It'll say, hey, you can't actually interact with these crops. They belong to this farmer, and maybe he'll need some of your help. As you can see here, I'm up to 9. I need just a couple more, and we'll be able to turn in this quest. So this quest rewards a couple different things. It rewards a good chunk of experience, and it also gives a few study points. Study points are used for the subclass system, and as promised a few times now, I am going to do a video talking about how that subclass system works and what else it's going to use. As you can see, that tree actually just bloomed while I was beside it. So as you can see, it all works as it should. And when I go ahead and finish this up, it'll actually pop up saying, hey, you've actually finished this. Do you want to pathfind over to him? I'm already right there, so why would I bother? When I click him, I go ahead and get my reward, and as you can see here, I cannot then redo the quest until the next day. If I were to do this at, let's say, 11 p.m. at night, I could go ahead and redo it as soon as it ticks over to the next day, because they are daily resets. It's not a 24-hour clock. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this quick little quest preview. I know the quest is pretty basic, and it's not necessarily the most fun thing for players to do, but it's allowing us to test a lot of these new concepts and breathe a little bit of extra life into the world of the game so that people will sort of look around and see what's happening. Thanks again for watching, and have a great day.